Hi guys, welcome to the channel. As we all know, yesterday the market was kind of free falling. It crashed quite heavily. A lot of people panicked, they sold. Hopefully you're not one of them, because as you can see the price has slightly recovered. I know a few people sold at 320, 330. You know, if you're happy obviously selling at that price, more power to you. You know, if as long as you make some money, it's great. Of course, looking at the price now, you may slightly regret it, but that is in the past. What I want to look into is, guys, in this video particularly, is a lot of people yesterday emailed me, messaged me and asked me, especially people who are thinking of getting into mining, people who recently got into mining. They kind of got scared and thinking, you know, oh, the prices are falling, what's going to happen, am I going to get my money back, is it worth you know, mining, is it worth investing? And I'm going to try to answer this question for you guys in this video. We're going to look at the numbers. We're going to talk about quickly in regards to the market. And yeah, just a general talk, guys, and see if it's still, despite the market crash, is it still profitable to mine. Now, personally for me, I'll tell you, before even look at the numbers, I'd say it's very, very profitable still to mine. There's a reason, by the way, guys, why there's a shortage of the GPUs. There's a reason around the world, and people are actually looking into different cards, and cards actually that cost more money than the RX series. If you're not aware of, just have a look at, you know, what are the best cards to mine and all this in terms of mining rigs. And people are now happily looking at other options just to get themselves some cards just to start mining, despite the fact that those cards cost more money. They're giving them less power in terms of mega hashes, and that is a proof that mining at the moment is very profitable, guys. Same with Genesis mining. There's a lot of people who are getting in, just like myself. I'm investing almost every day, guys. I'm trying to upgrade my contract because I believe, you know, mining is here to stay for a long term. Cryptocurrency is a new thing. Of course, there's risks involved, but that's the same with anything else. So we can't really predict when certain things will happen in terms of prices and all that. But I'll tell you, despite the fact that it's a new thing, well, it's been for a while, but it's definitely the last 1 year is kind of picking up a lot of steam. People are really getting into it, and especially the last few months, it's gone crazy. And without a doubt, this is a proof, guys, that mining in general is here to stay for a long term. I think at the moment, probably the billions of dollars invested into mining. Would that be through cloud mining companies with Genesis mining, or other cloud mining companies, or would that be mining rigs? A lot of money are invested, guys, and I don't see it just crashing down just like that, guys. You know, I just don't see it. So I always say to people, don't panic because something happened to a price. It is a normal thing. Look at gold. Does gold always stay on high? Gold also goes ups and down, but is gold disappeared because the price fell? No, it didn't. It's still here. People still using it, still buying it. And same thing with cryptocurrency, guys. Despite the fact that the price is crashing at the times, then going up, crashing again, going up, it's here to stay, and there's plenty of money to be made, especially if you can really hold and you're willing to take the risk and wait until the price really reaches big. And I believe the price will reach big. For instance, Ethereum, my coin currently that I like mining, for me personally, this is the most profitable coin despite the rising fact with the difficulty. I think Ethereum will reach at least 500 by the end of the year. I think looking at what's happening, probably even before that, and some people even predicting 1,000. So definitely a lot of money to be made. Now I've just mentioned difficulty, guys, and I'll show you a chart. Now, if you're obviously new, if you know these things, then you know what I'm talking about. But if you're new, you may look at this chart and see all the difficulties rising and all this. Is especially because I'm going to look at a return on investment on Genesis mining at the moment, and I want to tell you guys, a lot of people are talking about Genesis mining is not worth it. I buy a certain amount of power and then I'm earning less and less each day. Well, let me tell you something, because I do own mining rigs, and I'll tell you it is the same by owning mining rigs. The difficulty does not come from Genesis mining. This comes, you know, it's in general for everybody. So if you're mining with Genesis mining, you're mining at the same difficulty. If you're mining with a mining rig, you're mining at the same difficulty. So if you have, let's say, 200 mega hashes of power, would that be with Genesis mining or would that be with a mining rig? your return of investment actually could grow in terms of dollars, but the actual coins will slightly obviously decrease. And it's not just Genesis mining, so don't get confused. People who tell you stories, you know. I even start to believe, especially a few people have kind of tried to convince me that mining is not what I think. You see, sometimes you talk to some people who've been doing this for a while, and obviously they don't like new people coming in, because when new people are coming in, the difficulty will rise more and more and more. And this is why we see this drastic increase as of lately, because we can clearly see a lot of people are getting into it. But I'm all in for it. You know, it's good. The more people are trying to obviously, you know, change their life, make some money. Why should there be only few people out there? And this is the beautiful thing about mining, that it's accessible for normal people like us, people who don't have a lot of money, people who, if you don't even understand about these things, you can just sign up with a company like Genesis Mining and you can go ahead and mine. And to think that by building yourself a mining rig and compare the two, and the mining rig will definitely give you more money at the end. It may give you a bit more profits, but then you gotta work for these profits more than with Genesis mining. But the main thing is, always remember, if your profits in terms of achieving with coins, so for instance, if today you are mining with your power, give an example, 1 Ethereum, with Genesis mining and with a mining rig, if tomorrow difficulty rises and you're mining with Genesis mining 0.8, you will be mining 0.8 also with the mining rig. This is a fact, and no one can, you know, speculate this. If the mega hashes are the same between the Genesis mining and the mining rig, the decreases in terms of mining coins will be the same. It doesn't matter what you're doing. The only thing obviously people like in regards to obviously the mining rigs, that it costs a bit less. It's yours if it lasted longer than 2 years, because the contract with Genesis mining is 2 years. So obviously if your rigs survive more than 2 years, then you can continue. So I'm all for both things. I think both are great, but you have to remember, especially if you're new, do your research, be happy with your investment, and don't think that because some people are saying Genesis mining, you know, it's the profits are decreasing. And I wouldn't say they're decreasing. I make quite a few videos about that, where yes, the coins are decreasing, but as long as the the price is rising, the profits actually could be greater, and that's a fact. No one can obviously. I don't think anyone can obviously argue with that. And I'll show you what I mean. For instance, I mean, again, as I said, so I close this for a moment. Again, as I said, if you are mining with 100 mega hashes, give an example, 0.3 Ethereums today, and but the price is, let's say, 350. I'll show you. So 0.3 times 350, you will make today $105, right? However, if tomorrow you're mining 0.25, but the price is 500, you can clearly see that you're making actually more profit. So as long as obviously the price is also rising alongside the difficulty, actually there's potentials to make more money. And this is why I always say to people, if you can take the risk, if you're willing to take the risk and hold the coins until you know, $500, $1,000 has reached, then you can really make a huge amount of profits, despite the fact that you probably mined you know, less coins than some people, let's say, a year ago. So that's my take on this, guys. Do your own research. I always say it. I do believe, because I always speak the truth. What I'm trying to show you here is what I'm also doing it. I'm not saying it because I just try to obviously, you know, make some video and talk things that I don't know about it. I have you know, I have the Genesis mining and the mining rigs. They're both mining, and I can see the decrease of the coins on both at the same time, because, as I said, difficulty catches everything. It doesn't just catch Genesis mining. You know, it covers the Genesis mining, it covers the mining rigs. So as long as this is rising, it will affect both. But this again should not scare you guys. I think there's plenty of more money to be made. You know, the futures, I think, are incredible for cryptocurrency. It's a new thing. It's definitely evolving. And if you look at the history of the prices of cryptocurrency, you can see where you know, most of these top cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, Bitcoin, and all this, where they've been and where they are now. And I can tell you, they're heading even higher and higher. So quickly, let's look at now this, guys. Obviously, because of the market crash, I want to quickly look at the profits. so you can see that you shouldn't panic. There's still money to be made, especially if you're new, and if you are thinking obviously of getting in, feel free again to do the checks yourself. Obviously think of what is best for you. I've made videos comparing the two. I've talked about it, so I don't want to make this video too long. You can check those videos, comparing to. I'll link a video in the description, so you can go ahead and look at it as well if you're new and you want to get into it and find out what's best for you guys. But one thing I can tell you, as of right now, even if you want to build a mining rig, it's almost impossible to do that. And this is why, as I said, some people buying even more expensive equipment, mining less mega hashes just so they can get in, because they can clearly see there's profits to be made. But with Genesis mining, you can do it very quickly, very easy, and you can start mining right away, guys. So I'm going to link the video and you can look at it yourself. So quickly, 100 mega hashes will get you $2,800, and will get you 100 mega hashes with Ethereum mining power. If you do use my 3% discount code, which you can find in the description section or in the comment section, it will cost you actually $2,716. And now the same thing with Bitcoin. If you buy $2,600, 20 terahashes plus 1.5 terahashes for $225, that's a total of $2,825. After the 3% discount, it costs you $2,740 for the actual contract. Now the Bitcoin contract, especially if you're new, this is an open-end contract, which means as long as it's profitable, the contract will continue. With the Ethereum contract, you buy yourself a 2-year contract, which of course means that after 2 years the contract will cease. However, if you keep reinvesting and reinvesting, obviously the contract will continue. Each power has its own contract. So for instance, if you buy today, this will expire 2 years later. But if you buy a new and if you upgrade 10 days later, the 10 days later will not expire with the first one. So it continues, the power will continue moving on forward. So with the Bitcoin also, I want to say that there is a maintenance fee. And the maintenance fee, guys, is 0.0. I'll show it right here. So this is the maintenance fee with per giga hash. So we're going to calculate it now. This is why I'm not putting any numbers in here, because I know some people will say, but you didn't put the number. So we're going to calculate this in a moment. So let me hit calculate first, guys. So 21,500 giga hashes, right? This is the power, the 21.5 terahashes. I've taken all the cost out, and we're going to calculate obviously the fees in a moment. So hit the calculate. And we can see it takes 139 days. However, it won't take 139 days. It will take a bit longer because of obviously the maintenance fee. So let's look at the dollars first of all. So daily 19.70, weekly 137, monthly 591, and annually 7,192. However, as I said, guys, and you can do the rest of the calculation for yourself, or I can do it actually right now. So daily it's a 19.70 with the power. However, if you take the cost of the maintenance, so let me calculate it for you. So 21.5, okay, calculator. So 21,500 giga hashes. So this maintenance fee is per giga hash. So we times this by the fee, the maintenance fee, and as you can see, the daily you will pay $6 of maintenance fee. So $6 if we minus it by 1970. The day what you're making, your actual profit will be $13.68. Now obviously this number you can then calculate weekly, monthly, yearly. Let's quickly, so times it by 365 days, your profit will actually be 4,993, not 7,192. It's not bad. This obviously fluctuates due to the increase of the difficulty and due to the price. If the price is high, obviously the amount of dollars will be higher. If the price is low, obviously they will be lower. Now there was a dip in the market, so obviously it's a bit lower, but if you do hold the Bitcoins, then you can definitely see this amount of money and maybe even more once you sell. Let's say if Bitcoin reaches $3,000, of course this will be much higher. And again, as I said, this is an open-end contract, so it could take 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. We don't know, depending on with the difficulty. Right, now let's move on with the Ethereum. And this is my favorite contract, at least for now. I also made a video, buy, don't mine, but buy less profitable coins. And I'll tell you guys, so 100 mega hashes, no power cost, no maintenance fee or anything, 2-year contract. If I hit calculate 2,716, you can clearly see, guys, 129 to break even. It's incredible. Despite the fact that there was a dip in the in the price, we can clearly see we still be making $20.9 dollars per day, so almost $21, $146 per week, 627 a month, and annually 7,633. And of course, guys, as I said, if the price reaches 400, 500 and beyond that, you may mine slightly less coins, but the profits will actually be much higher. This is very good returns for actually not doing pretty much anything, guys. Just obviously investing some money, and GNC mining does the work for you. I think and obviously you're investing 2,700. It's not obviously it is quite a bit of money, but getting these results, guys, for not doing anything, I personally think is worth it. That's why I'm doing it. I'm not saying you should do it. Go ahead and check other cloud mining companies. Obviously, go ahead, check the mining rigs, see what's best for you. But if you do think with Genesis mining, you can clearly see that there is still plenty of money to be made, and this will actually be more once the market does recover. And as we saw early on, market has slightly recovered. Let's open it again just to see what's happening. So here it is, almost at $360, back from about 320. So it is slightly recovering. And this is why I say to people, don't panic, just give it time, and things will be all right. So there you have it, guys. Clearly, despite the dip that happened, it is still profitable to continue mining. Obviously, you have to do your own checks, your own calculations, see what's best for you. And if you do decide to go ahead with Genesis mining, feel free to use my 3% discount code, again, as I said, in the description and the comment section. And if you do want to build yourself a mining rig, I'm here. I'm more than happy to try to help anyone answer some questions. Obviously, there's certain things you can't just do over a message or an email, but as much as I can, I'm more than happy to help you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Just remember, don't panic. And of course, if you do want to sell. As long as you're making profits, that's what matters. If you do want to make more profits, of course, we gotta, just like myself, take a bit more risks. Wait for a moment. Could be a month, could be 2, could be 5, could be a year. But sometimes good things come for those who wait, right? So that's how I see things. And I do believe that Ethereum will hit $500, and then probably I'll consider maybe cashing out and getting some money back, or I may evaluate and continue to hold, because if it does hit 1,000, I'll put a link for the video if you haven't watched it. That all I need is 20 Ethereum coins to make the $10,000. Quite interesting video, guys. Feel free to go and check it out. Thank you for watching, guys. If you do enjoy my channel, feel free to subscribe and share. And yeah, see you in the next one. Happy mining. Wish you a very profitable mining. And any help you may need, feel free to comment or email me, guys. I am doing my best to obviously answer every single one of your comments and emails as soon as I can. Thank you, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.